What's going on, everybody? It is your man, Big Dog, here, and welcome to episode 149 of the Dog House.
Well done!
We're here at 149 episodes. We're one episode out from the 150th episode, which will be premiering on Christmas Eve, should ice. Actually, no, that's starting to seem a little bit off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, mainly because I'm not really feeling all that great right now. As you can tell, I came down with the no-no virus.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And I'm not doing all that great right now. So, what I'm probably going to do, depending on how I'm feeling, is I'm probably just going to get through this Doghouse episode, and then I'm probably just going to end the stream, finish editing, and then go to bed. Because I honestly don't know if I have the strength to keep going.
Bruh.
Ugh. But, anyway, the show must go on, right? So, we got a few topics today. That is the wrong browser. Hang on a sec, guys. So a few topics today. The first one is kind of a more bleak one, unfortunately. So for those of you who are gamers like myself, whether it be casual or hardcore, you've probably heard of E3, or the Electronics... I forgot the acronym for E3. Hang on a sec. Give me one second. E3 acronym. There we go. Electromagnetic... Oh, that's not it. Here you go. Electronic Entertainment Expo. Or E3 for short. So, E3 has kind of been, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, on the downward spiral. And I think after it got canceled during COVID, or during the pandemic, that that's when it really started to die, in my opinion. And unfortunately, it seems that E3 has officially been killed. That's right. After more than 2 decades of E3, each one bigger than the last, I don't know about that line. The time has come to say goodbye. Thanks for the memories. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, E3 has kind of been declining in my opinion, but it's still sad to see this go. And if you're someone who's a big E3 fanboy, you're probably very upset about this. Excuse me while I eat an edible. Ease my pain. But anyway. Yeah. E3 has officially died. So that is very unfortunate. And granted, let's be realistic here. Why do we really watch E3? We watch E3 because of the trailers, which nowadays, you can pretty much watch trailers on YouTube these days. Plus shit leaks all the time, so... Nowadays, E3 is becoming more and more pointless. And unfortunately, people are starting to see that, and E3 has come to its ultimate end. Now, like I said, again, I'm not happy about this. But... it be what it be. It be what it be. Now, we have one more thing to talk about. Actually, we have a few more things to talk about, but let's get into the next topic. Our good friends at Twitch. You gotta hold this L, guys. And the main reason you have to hold this L is because you guys made a fairly bad decision. Twitch made a really bad decision that ended up blowing them back, or pretty much blowing up in their faces. So basically, as you guys know, there's this whole meta on Twitch where they're called, I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this on YouTube, but they're called Twitch dots. And basically these girls, they come around, they dress scantily, pretty much to get the attention of guys like me, horny guys like maybe myself, others, to, you know, donating and all that nonsense, but whatever. To each their own. If you guys watch that, I'm not judging. I'm just saying there's better stuff out there. But it seems that Twitch made a slight update to their TOS regarding nudity. So adult content such as nude drawings and sculptures are now permitted on streaming site Twitch as long as it is deemed artistic. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Seriously? As long as it's artistic. You know how many people are gonna abuse that? Matter of fact, let's take a swing over to Twitch right now. And let's see what goes on. Alright. So far, no nudity. Or at least no perceived nudity. Oh yeah, that's right. They did, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I am going to get to that for a minute. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything right now, but that doesn't mean it's not here, or it wasn't here. Don't know who that is. I know who Mizkif is. Hey, it's Bill Burr. What's Bill Burr doing here? But anyway, yeah. So Twitch is doing that. Actually, let's get to part 2 of this story. It's just, they realized the error of their ways and they immediately backtracked within 24 hours. So yeah. Now, I know what people are gonna say. Oh, big dog, you're biting the hand that feeds you, which...
See, now that's some bullshit.
Twitch does not pay me to do this. I do this for free. I already have a part-time job. Not a part-time job, a full-time job. So, I'm doing okay. Like, I don't need... Like, if Twitch bans me, it's not the end of the world, guys. So, don't worry about that. But, that gives me every right to call them out. Like, you're allowed to call out your employers, especially when they are in, you know, they're in the wrong. And in this case, Twitch, I hate to say it, but once again, you gotta take a big L on this one. Because you know and I know that when you give people an inch, they're gonna take a mile if they can. But hey, what do I know, right? Alright, moving on to the third and hopefully final topic of today is Ruby Rose. Apparently, she had this super simp donate to her a ton of money to her OF, which, by the way, for those of you who don't know who Ruby Rose is, she's apparently a rapper and an OnlyFans girl. So, there you go. And that's all you need to know in my opinion. But anyway, she had this guy, the guy donated her a ton of money. He's been messaging her like crazy and has also been put a tattoo of himself on her. Or tattoo of her on himself, which, you know what? Let's let Abin discuss this topic, because, like I said, I'm kind of still recovering, so.
Before was like, oh, you know, these are consenting adults, they can do whatever they want, whatever.
No.
But you're realizing a lot of these people have a parasocial relationship. They really want to be with these people. That's why like, the number one thing on OnlyFans is not the videos or the content, it's actually the messaging. They're talking to these women.
Excuse me. Yeah. I gotta be honest, I found this out and it's extremely surprising. Actually, no, it's not that surprising because dudes are weird.
And you're not even talking to her, you're talking to her assistant or some right? Just to feel a connection with somebody.
Whoa.
I even spent an additional $30,000 more on you since we met because I thought we had something genuine and real.
Come on, man, you can do better than that.
That's 90,000.
I will empty my bank account just to be with you. I will travel across the country just to randomly run into you again.
Oh yeah, that's not weird. That's not weird.
Stop saying randomly. That's not randomly. I don't think you know what randomly means, man. This one comes straight from Ruby Rose.
What's going on?
She ended up meeting one of her best fans from her OnlyFans.
Cool.
So it's her and her fan. They did a little photo.
What the hell? Bro, this does not look natural. And this guy with this beard, dude, shave that shit.
Bob, she's very happy.
That's Ruby Rose?
Yeah.
That's a Ruby Rose we know?
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa Ruby Rose?
No,
No.
you're thinking about the bald head Amber Rose.
Amber Rose. My
Ruby
bad.
Rose is a rapper.
Oh, my bad.
Who also has
my
OnlyFans.
fault. My fault.
Isn't Amber Rose not even bald anymore? Can somebody check that for me? Is she still bald? Because I thought she grew her hair out.
I did not.
You know what them rap?
Matter of fact, now I gotta check this. Now I gotta check. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. It is Amber. Not Amber Heard. I don't want to talk about Amber Heard. Amber Rose. Whoops. 2023. Oh, she is still bald. Oh, of course, I gotta fucking... whatever. It be what it be. Now back to this.
Rappers are like, ooh, see my booty hole.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I bleach it every day because I
Yeah.
gotta let. So this is the fan right here. in
Man that
question.
coochie up. Man that coochie breathe.
But yeah, make that Gucci breathe.
Spread them lips.
I gotta say, those are some L lyrics, but whatever.
Bend that ass over. Let that coochie breathe.
Put me to
I'm not gonna lie.
bed.
I
Call
missed
me
it.
Lord. Now let
Am I the only one that misses the days of Tupac and Biggie?
it
Just-
breathe. I don't want to be
And
George
Little
Floyd.
Kim and all those.
All right. Anyways.
Even though I'm barely old enough to remember them.
Hey, let me ask that. Okay, sorry. Anyways, so, and the reason why this went viral and blew up. In 1 month, look how much he donated.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
That is a lot of money, man. Jesus. Man is paying this woman a yearly salary.
It is 63,300.
He's paying most IT guys' salaries, man. What is this bullshit?
Where's
he getting his money from?
70 cents.
In 1 month, this man donated your salary.
Does he have the money for it?
He calls himself a crypto whale. Look,
Crypto whale. Oh my god. Am I the only one glad that crypto kind of died?
looking for a queen.
It's none of my business. I don't.
That is
Yeah.
wild.
That is wild.
$63,000 donation is wild. He only been sub for a month. Let me ask you another question.
Go ahead.
What are the odds they met up by mistake? He says, I ran into my number one spender.
Stop the cap.
You didn't run into her, bro. You were planning that shit.
Ran into number one spender in a big city like Atlanta? Come on. Ran into? He following her. He probably been like, yeah, where you at, baby? I'm coming there.
Or she's posting a lot of where she's gonna be at, or she has a meeting greet and stuff like that. She's a rapper. It's easy to run into her.
Yeah, so it wasn't no accident. They didn't run into each other.
No.
She's like, where you at? I'm coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
he came already.
Pause. Someone below posted,
Play.
yo, his meat every day.
God damn. Bro, that's not cool. It's funny, but it's not cool.
Yeah, people are gonna spend some cash on girls.
Hey, listen, I'm doing $63. I at least need one some ass grab or something. There's no amount.
I agree. If I'm gonna be paying that much money, I need to get something. Something in return.
Kind of content that's worth that much. So you know you got to be chatting.
You gotta be what?
You got to be chatting. They got to be typing. But it's probably not even her typing. It's probably her assistant typing.
It's a business.
Like, you can do whatever you want with his money. It's his right. At what point do you just get diminishing returns, though? It's like,
I agree. Homie can do whatever he wants with his money, but like this is getting a little absurd. At some point, you gotta start asking for something in return.
you know, pay us like 10K, like, because you get access to all the content for like $60 a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you get private chats for like 1,000.
No, that was
63 is like
Wait. Go back. What did he say?
whatever.
Yeah.
Then you get private chats for like 1,000.
No, that was
$1,000 for a private chat?
What the fuck?
You gotta be kidding. A private chat for $1,000 fucking dollars. Dude, do you know how much money? Oh my god. Dude, I don't think I would ever do that to somebody. Like, oh, you want to chat with me privately, you have to pay me. Or if I do that, I'm not making you spend that much. Jeez.
was
That is a lot of
63 is
money.
like,
that is a corporate decision that he made of giving that money.
okay, tell me.
There's some people that feel good about giving money. That's their thing. That's their way of feeling good about themselves. Ha!
Fair enough, but still.
I gave. Look how much I can give. It feels good to give.
It feels good to give, but it only feels good to give if you get recognition for giving in that sense.
Not necessarily.
Well, I think they're both right in this case. Yes, it does feel good to give, especially when you get the recognition. Some people don't do it for the recognition, but some people do like me.
Wait, no, that's not true.
Take me for example. I like doing nice things for people. I also like every now and then getting recognized for it. Like you're working hard. Like you're going out of your way to do something like for somebody. The least I ask for is, hey, a thank you would be nice.
Wait.
Just saying.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
You need to be
I
acknowledged.
see what you're saying. And he's being acknowledged. He's being posted. He's
Remember that Ruby Rose story, the one with the $63,000?
yeah.
Here's the update. On Tuesday, she took to Twitter to share some stuff that he sent.
God damn. Man's really got a tattoo. Look at Preach's.
Look at the bottom. Read what it says at the bottom.
Look at fucking Preach's. Look of disappointment. Go back. Man, it looks like a disappointed dad. Like, god damn, dude. I gotta say, the quality of this is pretty good, though.
Look at the bottom. Read what it says at the bottom.
Number one spender.
What does it say?
Oh, no.
What does it say at the bottom? Read it.
It's like, please don't make me read that.
Ooh, you're gonna have to give me time. Number one spender.
He's so disappointed.
Hey, big spender.
God damn.
Spent 100,000 on me. And then she's like, well, here's some of the messages the guy's been sending. 2 days ago. Why aren't you answering? I thought we had a genuine connection.
Oh, no.
Yesterday.
Oh, no.
Ruby, why aren't you answering me? I've invested so much money into our relationship.
Oh, no.
I am in love with you. And that's 3 hours later. Why won't you love me? And then look, this is not Woody, bro.
I'm not gonna read that.
Homie wrote her an essay. Oh, my lord. This is bad. This is bad. And of fucking course his name is Brandon. God damn it. For those of you who don't know why that upsets me so much, it's because my name is Brandon. And before you ask,
Nope.
it wasn't me. I ain't got money to spend like that. But this guy does, apparently.
It's a lot.
I will read it.
Oh my.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
God
Paid 100
damn.
grand for this. Somebody better see him and acknowledge him. Let it be me. Pause. I would do anything for you. I would fly anywhere to be with you. All that I can ever think of is you. There is not a single other person in this world as perfect as you are. You could be my queen, and I could be your king.
Yeah,
It
this
makes me think of a song. He could be my everything.
I don't know, but we're not. This is not a song no more. This is real life. It's only cute in a song. Most songs, most R&B songs are super creepy. And then
That is also true, unfortunately. Like, a lot of these a lot of this R&B stuff, when you think about it, especially nowadays, it would not work.
this is actually an R&B song. If you listen to R&B songs and shit like that, it's either creepy or.
Well, by the way, let me go back to this, because I wanted to make a point about this. Gentlemen out there, if you are interested in a woman and you're texting her and you seem like you're talking to a wall, you might want to stop talking to her. She's not interested.
That I can
Or
never
she's
think
just
of.
using you.
Think about, excuse me, miss. I saw.
Most songs, most R&B songs are super creepy. And then this is
Unfortunately, that's
actually an
true.
R&B song. If you listen to R&B songs and shit like that, it's either creepy or like, yo, that shit is, you should, okay.
Think about, excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the room. It's essentially a man who sees a woman from across the room and follows her through an underpass, through a basketball court, to her car, and then gets inside of the car with her. Nah.
Yeah, in the real world, my man getting arrested.
It's only not creepy because it's Chris Brown. But all you viewers watching at home, don't try it. You going to jail.
My
Or you're getting this, pepper sprayed.
girl, give the money back. At this point, for your safety, this
I agree. I would have. If this were me and I was doing this, I'd have given the man a refund by now.
man is
But that's
tripping.
just me.
I thought it was a relationship where the guy is like, yo, let me spend and this and that. That's not what it is.
Okay. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, so another simp, overpays, whatever, is what it is. Well, you would be correct, except there is another part to
We've
this.
all
And I'm going to let Moist Critical explain it.
been duped, bamboozled, smeckledorfed. Not even a word, yet it accurately describes this situation. We have been lied to. Another example that, no matter how convincing some things may appear on the internet, there's a very good chance it's somehow fake. This whole hoopla with Ruby Rose and the obsessed super fan who spent $60,000 on her OnlyFans in a month, and then had all of his text messages leak with Ruby Rose that were just completely unhinged, just lunacy. Turns out all of it was a coordinated marketing effort from an agency that worked in collaboration with Ruby Rose as well as the man portraying Brandon. It's not real. It was all
Why the hell does this man have to be Brandon? God damn it.
a ruse.
So yeah. This whole thing ended up being fake. Sorry, hang on. So yeah, this whole thing ended up being fake. And it ended up being a marketing
And
play, which
many
is
of
not
us-
the weirdest thing I've ever heard, but jeez.
Myself, in a big way, fell for it hook, line, and sinker because, man, did they do a great job with it.
Nah, I didn't purchase none of her OnlyFans content.
Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was all a hoax?
I got in this situation where I just went and took a picture with Ruby Rose, right?
Okay.
I got paid for it. I didn't know exactly what it was for. You know, I think it was like a promo thing or something or whatever the fuck it was, you know?
I did, in my last video covering this, say that there is a chance that it was all staged because it was so over the top that it may have been used to drive traffic to Ruby Rose's OnlyFans. I at least had an inkling of a suspicion that that was possible, but I really didn't think anyone would ever agree to play the role that this guy did, the obsessed stalker porn addict. And after watching the interview where he blows the lid off of this, it seems he just didn't know the magnitude of it. They kind of kept him in the dark. And he even did get a real fucking tattoo of Ruby Rose's face that is now permanently on the back of his leg.
Yeah, that was not a smart thing to do.
Which, I mean, that's wild dedication. That's method acting that you won't find many classically trained thespians willing to partake in. So they really found a unicorn here with this guy. What a fucking champion to go through with something like that for the sake of driving money to someone that's not him. Now, before fully diving into this complex situation, I want to give a thanks to today's video sponsor.
Big thanks to ROG Ally for sponsoring this video.
The interview dives into his lore and how he got this role here and how everything kind of played out behind the scenes. So I'm just going to show you a couple of clips from that, as well as explain what made this so much more believable than other attempts at similar things in the past.
And I met up with her. I take this picture. Next day, I'm like the fucking OnlyFans top spender. I knew there was like some kind of thing where there was like, had to do with the OnlyFans top spender shit, but I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So they made it look like I was her top spender, you know?
So he's saying that he was under the impression that he was just going to take this picture with Ruby Rose and they were going to use it for some kind of promo thing, and then he eventually found out that now all of a sudden he's the OnlyFans top spender and now he's famous for being a porn-addicted weirdo creep, and he just didn't know exactly what he was getting into here. Now, something that's super interesting is that even though this guy is coming forward and saying that this was all a bunch of mumbo-jumbo, all a calculated marketing effort, there are still people that refuse to believe it. They're going so deep, and I think it's such a testament to the current landscape of the internet, where even when the truth is being revealed, like fully, people just want to live in a fantasy. So what people have concocted here is that all of this is actually the marketing stunt. This guy really did spend 60 grand and more on Ruby Rose, and he's embarrassed and ashamed of it, so he's lying. He's going on this press tour about it in order to try and clear his name. He really did spend all that money. He's lying. He's just trying to cover up
I mean, I would believe it if there were receipts.
his shame with this fairy tale, and I'm smart enough to not to fall for it with my galaxy brain. And I find that just so fascinating.
So they
had
didn't
an
fill
idea
you
there.
in on this beforehand? They didn't
kinda
say,
get-
hey, we have this big idea. This is what we're going to
So
do.
the
We're going to
idea
fake
was
this thing.
like, they were like, we're gonna use your, I mean, they kind of let me know that I was gonna be like this, like one of her like subscribers, I guess, on OnlyFans or something like that, right? I was like, okay, that sounds cool. You know, I didn't know it was gonna blow up to this big, huge story. You know, they said it was gonna be big. And then, you know, I was like, okay, cool. This is kind of cool, whatever the fuck. I was like, when's money gonna start coming in? You know, like I was like, I want some money out of this.
So they gave him just like the very basic rundown without filling him in on exactly how everything was going to play out, and he was expecting to be paid for it, I guess, over time through this deal, and that clearly was never in the cards. He was literally used as like a whoopee cushion for the internet to fart with. Like,
That's quite the analogy.
just someone to dunk on and get Ruby Rose's name out there even more. Now, in my last video where I covered this, I said, like, yes, it's possible, it could be fake, but what would be the gain? Why would you fake this? Not only from his perspective, like, why would you take this role, but from Ruby Rose's perspective, because I just can't imagine who sees this story and is like, oh, wow, this is inspiring. I need to donate money to Ruby Rose. Like, I don't see how that works. I don't know how you take
doesn't.
this marketing campaign and turn
If anything, if this were me, I'd look at this and be like, wow, this guy is a simp, and he just lost thousands of dollars for nothing.
it into new OnlyFans subscribers for Ruby Rose. I guess it must work to some extent, otherwise they wouldn't do it, and I'm sure she's made a lot of money from it. But I just don't really get that thought process. Who watches this porn addict, obsessed stalker fan who doesn't stop sending the creepiest text messages ChatGPT can cook up, and then they're like, maybe I need to try. So then they start sending money to Ruby Rose's OnlyFans because of it. Like, I don't really get it, which is why I didn't think that it was super likely that this was fake. But it was, clearly.
But how are you going to get paid for it? And you're saying that they didn't tell you beforehand that
They
this
just-
was going to be the storyline?
Well, I knew there was this OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'm starting to doubt this too, because it doesn't make sense. Why
and
would
like
they
the
not
person's
tell
the top
him this?
spender, but I didn't know the story was going to come out to be bigger than what the story is now, you know, like where I'm like the obsessive guy who's in love with her and all
So the
this shit.
$60,000 number was fake.
It's a real account, but it's not me.
So he's claiming that the account is real, it just isn't him that did that. Now that's a little interesting because I feel like it's probably just a fake account. Like, I don't think there's any...
Most likely it is a fake account. But anyway, realistically, who cares? It's still a funny ass story in my opinion, and I'm glad I got to share it with you guys. But anyway, that's it for me today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.